This is a heartbreaking story of baby Emmanuel Haro, a 7-month-old boy from Cabazon, California, whose disappearance in August 2025 shocked the nation. On August 14th, Emmanuel was reported missing by his mother, Rebecca Haro, who claimed she was attacked while changing his diaper outside a Big Five store in Yucaipa. She said she blacked out and awoke to find her baby gone. But investigators quickly found inconsistencies in her story. Within days, both parents stopped cooperating with authorities. On August 22nd, Jake and Rebecca Haro were arrested at their home. Prosecutors later revealed that Emmanuel had likely died between August 5th and August 14th due to ongoing abuse. On August 26th, both were charged with felony murder and filing a false police report. In court, both initially pleaded not guilty. But on October 16th, Jake Haro changed his plea to guilty, admitting to second-degree murder child assault resulting in death and filing a false police report. He is scheduled to be sentenced on November 3rd and faces 25 years to life in prison. Meanwhile, Rebecca Haro continues to plead not guilty. Her next court appearance is October 28th, with a preliminary hearing also set for November 3rd. Authorities believe they have a strong indication of where Emmanuel's remains may be, but as of now, his body has not been found. This case has raised serious questions about prior miswarnings. In 2018, Jake Haro was convicted of abusing another child, a baby girl who is now permanently bedridden. Prosecutors say if he had been imprisoned then, Emmanuel might still be alive today. This is a developing story. If you have any information about the case or Emmanuel's whereabouts, please contact the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Homicide Detail at 909-890-4904 or submit an anonymous tip to tsntips@gmail.com.
See right behind me, there is a memorial for baby Emmanuel, and as you said it, today his father admitted to killing him. We spoke with a man who was inside the courtroom and witnessed the guilty plea.
I was shocked. Not only was Jake crying, Rebecca was crying, but as I looked around the courtroom, there was tears everywhere.
Riverside County resident Don Cato says it was a surprise to everyone in the courtroom when Jake Mitchell Haro suddenly pleaded guilty to murdering his baby boy Emmanuel.
As he was crying, he said, "I want to plead guilty," and I was sitting on the side behind Rebecca, and she was shocked as well. She's rocking back and forth, and she was like, "My baby, my baby."
People from all over Southern California came out to help search for the 7-month-old baby last August after his parents went on the news, pleading for his safe return.
I'm begging you, please, bring my son back to me.
Haro entered the guilty plea on Thursday during a felony settlement conference at the Hall of Justice in Riverside. He admitted to murder, child endangerment, and filing a false police report.
It's highly unusual for a suspect in the murder case to plead guilty without testing the evidence in the case, and so quickly after being charged.
Criminal law attorney Dimitri Gorin, who is not involved in this case, believes Haro may have incriminated himself during a police interrogation and decided to plead guilty to avoid the risk of a longer prison sentence.
If I was his lawyer and had a client accepting a guilty plea so early on, and if he also helped the investigation, I would ask for the minimal possible sentence and try to reduce what he's facing based on his cooperation in the case.
Rebecca Haro continues to maintain her innocence. She has not changed her plea and still faces charges of murder and filing a false police report.
The ultimate closure, as you see here, would be to actually bring baby Emmanuel home to give him a proper resting.
And that is what a lot of people are hoping for. Now, Rebecca's preliminary hearing has been set for November 3rd, and that is the same date that Jake Haro, will be sentenced. We also reached out to the prosecution for comment. They chose not to comment on this case. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
And Gina, we know the mother had made that heartfelt plea to the media and the public for help. Do we know anything more about the mother and ties to this guilty plea?
We don't. We know that she is still saying she is not guilty. And as you heard from the witness, he said that she was shocked and she was crying and rocking back and forth, my baby, my baby. So at this point, we don't know what's going to happen in her situation.
The investigation started for us on August 14th when Rebecca Haro reported that her son had been kidnapped. Folks, within 24 hours through video surveillance, we found inconsistencies in Rebecca's statement And as a result of that, there was no other vehicle to put out on an Amber Alert or anything. And I know many of you were wondering why that didn't occur. But really, after finding out those inconsistencies in the statement on the initial report, that's where hundreds of hours of investigations have come in by our Specialized Investigations Division to try to get to the bottom of what's really going on here. Forensically, there are a number of things that we were able to prove up that we're not going to be able to share today exactly how we did that, but there is a tremendous amount of evidence that suggests that the initial story posed was not the correct story.
Yesterday in court, we filed murder charges on both Jake and Rebecca Haro. We also filing of a false police report. We have a pretty strong indication of where the remains of baby Emmanuel are. So that investigation is ongoing at this time.
We have to understand what you're dealing with is an experienced child abuser that is aware of a previous case, that is aware of evidentiary things that we are certainly concerned with. So we're going to take every step to not only work with any suspect or witness involved in this, because at the end of the day, we have to bring a case to Mike and they have to charge it, and we have to make sure that every single thing, no matter what is told to us or what we discover in terms of evidence, is the right thing, and that we followed up extensively.
Welcome to the Inner Circle. This isn't just a membership, it's a mission. You're supporting forensic truth, mythic blends, and ceremonial broadcasts that honor every moment. Members unlock exclusive enhancements, behind-the-scenes alerts, and direct access to the pulse of Scape news and leading sponsor, Gold Rush Fever Specialty Coffee. Join us and help shape the signal. We thank you, and as that's always, the latest from Scape news. We're live, we're watching, we thank you. Subscribe, like, share, and ring the bell so you don't miss what breaks next. Stay with us, we appreciate you, and as always, be safe.